Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and finally today we are doing this video after 1.5 months of asking y'all if y'all have any issues with your business. I'm so sorry for this delayed video, but we had a lot of things going on and then एक के बाद एक कुछ हुआ and then delay होता गया response. But I'm going to do this today and we're going to post this tomorrow. Like I'm going to edit it आज रात को ही या तो कल सुबह तक and कल हम post कर देंगे. So I hope that this video will help you out and thank you so much for sending in all your questions. I'm going to answer one by one. My phone is right here and I'm going to answer it now. Okay, so first question, my story that I had posted was about troubleshooting. So if you all have any troubles in your business baking stuff, so ask me those questions. So I have all the questions here with me. The first question itself is about how to gain followers. So I would suggest that don't focus on gaining followers, because when you start focusing on that and if it doesn't happen, it makes you very demotivated. And at the first time only, मतलब ये मत सोचो कि आपको followers कैसे gain करने हैं. आप पहले ये सोचो कि content क्या बनाओगे, पेज पे ऐसा क्या जाएगा जो valuable होगा. You have to always focus on giving out a valuable piece of content, and then only you will get followers. So keep that in mind, and then you have to be consistent, and there are a lot of other things also that you have to keep in mind, which I cannot give out in this one video. But two things, that is, one is being consistent with your good content, and second, do not focus on gaining followers. Followers will just come along. You just have to give out good piece of content, valuable content, and every day or at least every alternate days you have to be very consistent to gain followers and to grow your page on Instagram. Okay, so somebody's asked that their friends are asking for discounts and what they should do about it. Whenever your friends will ask for discount, first, it's going to be depending on what you feel. If you want to give discount, you will give discount. If you don't want to give discount, you will not give discount. For me, it is something like, if I have a birthday party to attend where I'm going to a good friend's birthday party, I take the cake along with me as a gift. I do not charge them. But if the friend is ordering for somebody who they have to give it to, then I charge them the normal cost. I do not give discounts to anybody. So you have to keep in mind, you have to be very upfront and tell them कि अगर वो किसी और के लिए order कर रहे हैं, like you will know कि किस date पे order कर रहे हैं. अगर अपने birthday के date पे order कर रहे हैं, then you will understand it's for them. If you still want to go ahead and charge them for their birthday cake also, it's completely on you. But for me, what I do is, like I said, I give out the cake on their birthday as a gift, and if they're ordering for somebody, then I charge the whole amount. And discussion mein, like, there's no even, like, agar wahan se bhi aata hai ki discount hai, then I normally just tell them ki no, sorry, the policy that I follow is there are no discounts happening, and this is how it's going to be if you're ordering for somebody else. So that's it. Like, you have to be very upfront in your business. Somebody's asked if they should use scratch recipes or use premix instead. I would suggest use scratch recipes, because then that's what makes you different from everybody else. Scratch recipes are very delicious and they're very they'll make you unique, and they'll also make you good in quality wise. Premix is also fine. I've used premix, obviously not for clients, but I've used for like some videos if I have to do some designing and stuff. Or if some client wants sasta cake, then I obviously ask them that if I can use premix, and then I use premix. But that's very rare. Premix also at a point of time, like घर पे मतलब fridge में रखे वो थोड़ा like उसका taste बहुत dry हो जाता है. So I would suggest do not use premix. Go ahead and use scratch recipes. That's better quality wise. Okay, so somebody's asked me what should we reply when somebody compares you to a bakery. Just tell them you can go ahead and buy from that bakery. Do not be rude, but politely just tell them go ahead and buy from the bakery if they want to, because or you should also make them understand, because what happens is not every client understands the difference between bakery and home bakery. I may be also wrong here. Some bakeries may be taking good precautions and good they must be following good protocols where they don't bake their sponges a month prior, but there are a lot of bakeries which also do that, baking sponges beforehand and freezing them and thawing them 1 or 2 hours prior of the order. I would suggest you tell the client if they want to go ahead and buy buy from the bakery, because obviously a lot of people have budget, so they cannot maybe go off their budget. So you need to make them understand and make them realize the difference between your home bakery and bakery. Home bakery में हम लोग क्या क्या करते हैं, लेकिन हम स्क्रैच से रेसिपी बनाते हैं, हम लोग क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट्स यूज़ करते हैं, हम लोग एक ऑर्डर के ऊपर 4 से 5 घंटा या 2 घंटा या 3 घंटा मिनिमम देते हैं. जो सिंपल से सिंपल ऑर्डर भी होता है उसको हम 3 घंटा देते हैं. तो यू नीड टू मेक देम अंडरस्टैंड कि भले ही हम घर से काम कर रहे हैं, बट घर से हम लोग वो क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट दे रहे हैं आपको. जब भी हम काम कर रहे होते हैं, लाइक मेरी खुद की जो बहुत अच्छी आदत है, आई वुड से, मुझे हर घड़ी आदत है कि आई हैव टू वॉश माई हैंड्स अगेन एंड अगेन, और इवन इफ आई एम वेयरिंग ग्लव्स आई मेक श्योर दैट आई clean, my hands are clean, like everything has to be clean. Quality wise, product is great, you spend good time on one order. तो ये सारी चीज़ें आपको अपने client को बताना ज़रूरी होता है. Okay. So somebody is asked how to get orders in the beginning, like people ask for creations, do we have to create some? So I would suggest yes, you obviously will have to practice in the beginning and then go ahead and sell your products. Like Instagram पे page बनाओ, it will be great because that will be like a portfolio for you. So yes, do go ahead and practice on some maybe dummy cakes पे designing करो, या I would also suggest कि आप cakes bake करो and उसके ऊपर designing करो. ऐसे करके आप जब काम अपना बढ़ाओगे, Instagram पे pictures डालते रहोगे, तो your clients will definitely would want to see and they will see your work and then obviously they will order from you. The next question is if we are new and the customers who want customization, they aren't ready to pay well. Firstly, you're a beginner. As a beginner, I wouldn't say obviously undercharge yourself, but charge yourself as per your experience, because experience भी matter करता है. तो if people will see आपने कितने टाइम तक काम किया है, आपका काम ही बता देगा कि आपको कितना काम आता है. So obviously if you're a beginner, first see how your work is. If your work, even if अगर आप beginner हो, आपका काम बहुत ही अच्छा है, तो obviously you can charge as per your work and obviously other factors as well. But yes, you have to keep that in mind कि client को आपको समझाना पड़ेगा आपका काम दिखा के. Your work will obviously, here I will say your work will speak for yourself, and then you can charge as much as you want. And if you know your work speaks well for you, then obviously do not step back from the cost you give. And in fact I would suggest do not ever give discounts, because discount एक बार आप देना शुरू करते हो तो then mindset ये हो जाता है कि आप discounts देते हो and then they like expectations हमेशा के लिए बढ़ जाती हैं. So don't give discounts and keep your cost minimal as in not minimal, nominal, because that way you're not overcharging also and not undercharging also, which will harm you in at the end. So इतना चार्ज करो कि आपका बिजनेस भी चले एंड आपको प्रॉफिट भी हो एंड क्लाइंट को भी फटका ना पड़े. तो जस्ट कीप दैट इन माइंड. How to advertise, marketing strategies, word of mouth is slow and traditional ideas do not work now. That is not right, guys. Word of mouth is still the biggest tool. If like I still get a lot of orders because one of my clients or some of my clients go and speak about it, or they post pictures, or I post pictures, so obviously people see. So it is word of mouth. Like people will obviously talk to each other and that's how they will come to you. So word of mouth still is a very big marketing tool. Apart from that, Instagram is great. Instagram पे आप post करते रहोगे. Like I said, consistency is very important. If you keep posting your orders, or if you keep posting the practice cakes that you do, people will definitely want to see an order from you. So use that tool also very well for your marketing. Okay, so somebody has told me my customers think that my cakes are very expensive. So what happens is, it again depends on a lot of factors. Maybe then they're not your customers. Look for the customers that आपके price range में आते हो. Advertise your products correctly. Like I said, Instagram is a great tool. Go ahead and advertise yourself on Instagram, and do not give in to customers who want your product for 1 rupee and you're selling it for 2 rupees. They're asking for discount. Don't do that. You can, so you need to also, second thing, you need to have faith in yourself. अगर आज 10 orders में से आपको 5 orders वाले बोल रहे हैं कि डिस्काउंट चाहिए, महंगा लग रहा है, let those 5 orders go, because there will be one time where you will have 10 orders and those 10 orders will be the cost that you want. Do not undercharge yourself. If you think you deserve it, do not undercharge yourself, and do not listen to your clients as well, because you are the one who knows your worth. Not somebody else will not tell you your worth. You need to understand that. So somebody is wanting to get the exact weight of cake to be half kg or 1 kg. Like home bakers बहुत बार बोलते हैं कि हमारा half kg नहीं होता है, 800 ग्राम हो जाता है, 600 ग्राम हो जाता है, 700 ग्राम हो जाता है, या 1 kg almost 1.5 kilo हो जाता है. So in this case what I would suggest is first you take the recipe that you're using and make the sponge and check the size or the weight of the sponge, and then you work according to the flavors. For example, if you're doing a chocolate flavor, the ganache is going to be heavy, so obviously you will use less ganache, and you need to understand the weights according to your recipes. So you need to first make make your sponge, weigh that, and then you obviously add ganache to it. So you will have to practice around your cakes, and then you will understand कि आपका केक कितने वेट का हो रहा है. So आप जो रेसिपीज यूज करते हो उनको पहले आप प्रैक्टिस करो, बेक करके देखो, उसका वेट चेक करो, then you will understand what kind of flavors. And even like if you make whipped cream cakes, then obviously the whipped cream ka weight is less, but if you add fillings to it, obviously it will increase the weight. So you need to understand that once you practice and once you make the cakes and check the weight of the cake, then you will understand how and what and how much weight of the cakes will come up to. So one thing I will suggest here is what you can do is for half kgs, do not give any cake that has fillings, because half kg में fillings आप नहीं add कर सकते हो, कुछ भी possible नहीं है उसमें, fillings बिल्कुल possible नहीं है. So always when you're giving out a half kg cake, you either give out simple chocolate truffle cake or a red velvet cake with any icing like whipped cream हो गया, और cream cheese icing हो गया, या chocolate ganache हो गया. Do not give any fillings in it. Or third, you can do vanilla cake, vanilla sponge cake with vanilla icing or chocolate icing or whatever, one single icing, that's it. That is what you give in a half kg. And for 1 kg obviously you can go ahead and do fillings, but again then you'll have to practice and see what your recipe sponge का weight कितना होता है, वो सब आपको देखना पड़ेगा. So somebody's asked me, family pressure of baking cakes for relatives for free, why? Okay, so here again, so for me also, it's not a pressure for me, because the relatives that are there are my close cousins and my like few people who are really close to me. So I give out those cakes for free, and I don't do it under any pressure. I do it from my own will, because I feel nice doing it, and I do it as a gift for them. So I don't take extra gifts in any parties. I just take the cake which I make on my own. So it looks also customized and nice and very personal. But apart from that, if somebody far off relative, obviously you will charge it. Obviously you will charge them for it. For example, my aunt also, she keeps ordering stuff from me. That's when like she orders for her friends or whoever, then she pays me. But when I'm making a cake for her, like it's her birthday, or recently I made an anniversary cake for her, I will obviously not charge her for that, because she's my bua and I want her to have a gift, that I want to give her something on her anniversary or birthday or whatever. So I give it for free, because obviously it's family. So you need to understand till where you want to create that limit, and they also will obviously understand. They should actually understand that they also need to not cross that boundary. So it goes hand in hand. You need to, so it's completely on you. अगर आपको नहीं देना है उनके birthday anniversary पे भी free, then it's completely on you. You can obviously try and convince your family that you do not want to do it for free, because this is your place where you want to earn from. So you need to obviously talk to your family about it. Next question is what to do when delivery boy ruins your order and customer asks for a payback. So in this situation, what you'll do is, one, so obviously if your delivery boy has spoiled it, you will tell the delivery company. It's not your fault. Second, maybe what you can do is take half from the delivery company and half you pay back, because the cake has not reached the client. Third, in this case what I would do is, you can tell the client to send the cake back, and if you have that much time, redo the cake and send it back. But redoing is obviously not making the whole cake from scratch. If थोड़ा ऊपर से icing वाइसिंग बिगड़ा है तो आप try कर सकते हो बनाने का, but obviously it depends कि कितना खराब हुआ है. But मेरे हिसाब से I would obviously tell the delivery company to give the money back, which has happened with me, and thankfully the company who I work with usually has paid back for it, because the delivery person who was doing it actually spoiled it. So actually it wasn't even his fault. The client did not want to pay for the cab, and she ordered it through the public transport, so the cake did get melted or something happened to it. So all these things you need to understand how to tackle it, but at the end of the day it's your client who has to be happy also. So in fact, that client did not come back to me for a year and a half, and then lately, like recently, she came back to me, and because obviously the customer service was good, she came back to me. So you need to understand that obviously your client also has to be happy at the end of the day. So आप वहाँ पर दो तीन चीज़ें ये कर सकते हो कि या तो आप आधा आधा भर दो, या तो डिलीवरी company has to pay the whole amount, or the client has to come back and give you the cake and you sort it out, like make it properly and give it back. Something or other you have to manage and make sure the client is happy at the end of the day. There's one question which I would really love to speak about because this is very important. Cancellation of the cake at the last moment is hilarious. Okay, so cancellation of the cake should not happen. Is one thing that you have to do. It is you have to take an advance from your client. You cannot work on just मुंह पे बोल दिया या मैसेज कर दिया कि हाँ केक चाहिए, वो नहीं होता है guys. This is your business. You have to take advance money. I know a lot of clients don't want to pay, but then those are not your clients. You need to understand that it's your business at the end of the day. अगर आपका आज केक बन रहा है, अगर आपका वेडिंग केक बन रहा है किसी का, and at the end that person says कि नहीं ऐसा कुछ सीन हो गया है, केक कैंसिल करना पड़ेगा, that is when the issue starts, because you're making a 2 or 3 or 5 tier cake and then that person says कि नहीं कैंसिल हो गया है या कुछ हो गया है, कुछ भी सीन हो गया है. स्पेशली आजकल तो कोविड के टाइम पे इतना इश्यूज चल रहा है. You need to understand that advance किसी भी हालत में लेना है, एंड यू नीड टू मेक देम अंडरस्टैंड द पॉलिसीज दैट आप जो एडवांस ले रहे हो वो आपको फुल रिफंड नहीं मिलेगा. अगर कैंसिल हुआ तो हाफ रिफंड मिलेगा या 25% रिफंड मिलेगा. ऐसा कुछ आपको पॉलिसीज रखना ज़रूरी होता है ताकि एट द एंड यू आर ऑल्सो नॉट एट लॉस, क्योंकि 5 किलो का केक आप तो अकेले बैठ के नहीं खाओगे तो वो लॉस हो जाएगा आपका. सो ऑब्वियसली यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि आप भी लॉस पे नहीं होने चाहिए एंड क्लाइंट भी लॉस पे नहीं होना चाहिए, बट यू नीड टू मेक देम ऑल्सो अंडरस्टैंड दिस very politely. Whenever you talk to your clients, you have to be very polite. They are your clients. You cannot be angry or you cannot talk very rudely. That's very bad. Do not do that. That's not ethical also, and that's not right also. So these things you need to make sure and keep it in your mind when you take an order from the client. You need to take an advance for sure. Take full advance or take 50%, whatever it is. If you're taking 50%, then tell them that वो 50% अगर आ गया and last minute पे cancellation हुआ तो वो 50% नहीं मिलने वाला है. अगर आप full advance ले रहे हो तो मे बी 50% आप उनको बोल सकते हो कि refund हो जाएगा अगर last minute cancellation हुआ तो. People ask for 250 grams cake, what to do with them? Tell them you do not do 250 grams cake, that's it. You do a half kg cake or 1 kg cake or 2 kilos. More like half kg से start करो, उससे कम मत जाओ. 250 grams cake में आपका कुछ भी नहीं बचने वाला है. आप इतनी मेहनत करोगे, एक्सपीरियंस आपका जाता है, टाइम जाता है, सिमिलर अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम जाता है जो आपका हाफ kg में जाता है उतना ही 250 grams में जाएगा. तो मेक श्योर दैट यू आर डूइंग एटलीस्ट हाफ kg मिनिमम एंड देन यू स्टार्ट गोइंग forward, not backwards. You cannot give 250 grams cake. So the next question is about bulk buying your boxes or boards. It says that it's difficult to handle this every time or to buy bulk boxes or boards. Then you can go to such places where they don't give bulk boxes or boards. They just give out like as much as numbers you want. So you can go to such shops and buy stuff. How do I tackle this? आजकल तो बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं चार्ज करने लग गई है केक का. So this means aren't you charging a lot for cakes these days? So what you can do is just tell them, no problem, go ahead and buy from the place that you like and that you think is not charging you a lot, because at the end of the day, again, your clientele is not somebody who will tell you that oh my god itna charge kar rahi hai. No, you do not want such kind of clients. You want clients that appreciate your efforts and know your worth like you do. So please do not entertain such people.